was a survey on LinkedIn, and it showed that searches for remote working have actually increased by 60% globally since March. I mean, in the UK, views of remote jobs are 40% higher, and applications for these roles have increased by 189%. Job postings on LinkedIn for remote work are also higher by an increase of 277% since March, as employers have had to adapt business operations, as we all know, due to the global pandemic. I am going to talk about remote working today. It was an article that I was reading yesterday, actually. So, indefinite or even permanent, these are words companies are using about their employees working from home. It's 3 months into a huge, unplanned social experiment that suddenly transported the white-collar workplace from cubicles and office to kitchens and spare bedrooms. And many employees the past few months have given those of us lucky enough to work from home during the pandemic the time to reflect on what we like and dislike about our current way of working. I mean, for me personally, I'm enjoying time with the kids. I'm not missing the commute. And I'm loving the opportunity to virtually connect with so many more clients and colleagues than I ever possibly could have done in person. That said, I do believe in balance and know the eventual return to office life will be actually welcomed by many people. Physical offices present so many benefits from a culture, collaboration, and creativity prospect, which I think will be even more valued in the future because of this experience. There's also an inherent human need for in-person interaction, which is so important for relationship building trust, and also mental health. I mean, it's been fascinating to see how COVID-19 is changing people's work preferences. Interestingly, as I said earlier, that I was reading an article yesterday, there was a survey on LinkedIn, and it showed that searches for remote working have actually increased by 60% globally since March. I mean, in the UK, views of remote jobs are 40% higher, and applications for these roles have increased by 189%. Job postings on LinkedIn for remote work are also higher by an increase of 277% since March, as employers have had to adapt business operations, as we all know, due to the global pandemic. I mean, the top most applied for remote jobs currently in the UK, and I've made a note of this because I'm not going to remember it, was head of marketing, data analyst, national account manager, customer support representative, chief technology office, administrative assistant, and freelance graphic designer, data entry specialist, freelance writer, and online specialist. I mean, the research conducted by LinkedIn, which surveyed 2,000 UK adults who had been working from home since lockdown, found that over 54% would like their employer to give them the opportunity to work from home more regularly in the future. I mean, while there are clearly challenges associated with working from home, a quarter have felt pressured to respond more quickly to emails. And on average, respondents are clocking up an extra 28 hours of monthly overtime since the lockdown. There are also real benefits to having a more flexible approach to working. I mean, nearly a quarter of the respondents said they had more time for exercise. I mean, to put a percentage on it, 17% felt they were eating more healthily, and 44% said working from home had made them feel more connected to their family. I mean, it's evident that people want more flexibility when it comes to work. They want to be able to decide for themselves when to work from the office and when to work from home, depending on their work and life commitments. I mean, for those that can do it, it's actually likely that remote working will increasingly become the norm as COVID-19 proves to companies that actually their employees can still be productive regardless of where they work. And I'd like to think that I'm certain that we will see more businesses follow suit. Companies that offer greater flexibility will actually benefit from improved employee engagement and loyalty. Also, they'll have access to a much broader and more diverse talent pool as they become unconstrained by location, which is good for people and business. I know it's something that Grant has said that he would like to do. And he's looking to expand his employees and maybe even globally